Good morning, everybody. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Boom! Hello! Hi, everybody. How's it going? Oh, no. We still have Ceredra up. Hang on. I can fix this. I got shit prepared. Hang on. I'm in the wrong folder. Oh, that's why I'm in the wrong folder. Give me like 2 seconds. Hang on. We're scuffed. We're complete. No, that's still Ceredra. It's still Ceredra. You can tell how often I pull, huh? Hang on, we're gonna fucking, hang on, gotta, boom! There we go. Is that everybody? Okay, cool. Alright. Okay, we fixed it. Hello, oh, I'm not out of ads yet. Okay. Yeah, for some reason on my channel, it does this thing where I run ads as soon as I start stream, and then it runs ads again. So I'm fucking something up. I'm messing something up. I'm gonna make a note to myself to check that out. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, hang on. Check why ads run weird side channel. It's okay, we'll wait. We'll wait. Hello, everybody! Okay, I do have a bit. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Okay, yeah, that should work. If anyone's caught in ads, I'll wait for you. Don't worry. Let me know when you're out. How's everybody doing today? I'm excited. Hey, do you want to know what took the most time out of everything that you see here in this layout? You want to know what took the most time? What took the most time was cutting out Dahlia from the fucking 3.8 live stream. Because, like, nobody's made her transparent yet. Firefly was easy to find. Everyone fucking loves Firefly. I was able to find the transparent version of her chibi right away. But Dahlia I had to cut out myself. Like a kid with craft scissors. Hi, everybody. Alright, okay. Who all is in here? Hello, we have Span, we have Atomic, go to Topic, thank you very much for the 30 stream streak. I have the Hydra to Dihydrate from Saul Wassman, thank you very much. We've got Geoblood, Beta Vash, Mechazoic, Era, Dive Fed, Lem Gambino. Did I say hi to Saul? No, I didn't say hi to Saul. Hi, Saul! Fafnir, Avian Thulium, John Doe. Hello, everybody! Cyberfox. Did I say Lem Gambino already? I have very bad short-term memory. Mantonio! Is that... Are you the Mantonio that I know? From my deep, dark past? By which I mean several years ago? Are you a different Mantonio? Oh my god! Hi! Holy shit! How you doing? Ethereum, hello? I'm at a store, but I couldn't miss a fun PowerPoint. Neo Spectre. Did I miss anybody else? I don't think I missed anybody. I hope so. I hope not. Hello! Hi, everybody. I need to, hang on, give me 1 more second. Give me 1 more second, gotta pull my thing up here. Okay, perfect. Alright. Featherben has opened the gates. What do you call your Alisona? 5, I like 5 Bert. 5 Bert's pretty cute. Okay. Perfect. I think everybody should be back by now. Alright. Hello, everybody. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Hi, everybody. Hi. My name, I start these PowerPoints on the slide every single time, but hello, for anybody who doesn't know me or is new to these PowerPoints, my name is Hotel. I'm a day 1 Genshin player. I started Honkai Star Rail in late 2.2 due to a deliberate Sunday and Maruki parallels. They drew me in like a fucking bait on a fish hook. It was crazy. And when I started, I was planning to save and E6 Sunday. I'm no stranger to hard saving. In Genshin, I saved for about a year and a half in total with only, I think I broke the hard save like once to pull Kazuha, but I saved for a year and a half to get Zhongli C5 with our 5 Staff of Homa. I didn't grab C6 because that would break his Homa build. Nowadays it doesn't matter anymore, but back then it did. So I didn't grab a C6. I did grab a C6 eventually, so now I have him C6. But yeah, I'm no stranger to hard saving. I like the hard task of hoarding all of your funds for something that you really, really want and then suffering until you're able to get it. But yeah, I want to take that mindset into Honkai Star Rail by saving for E6 Sunday. And then I quickly realized that pulls in Honkai Star Rail require a lot more strategy compared to Genshin, because of just, you know, meta, like, power creep, etc., etc. I wouldn't be able to just hold on to pulls until he came out for, like, 8 months or whatever. I would not be able to do that and still enjoy the game. And planning an HSR is a bit more akin to, like, stocks, like, planning long-term investments versus, like, the, like, value appreciation versus opportunity cost of saving for something or skipping something, etc., etc. It was fucking crazy. Who the hell am I? I have consistently full cleared the 3 endgame modes since around 2.7. I've also consistently full cleared Anomaly Arbitration. I haven't, like, full cleared it, like, consistently, but I have at least, like, done all the knights, cleared the king, etc., etc. Maybe not platinum border it or whatever, but I have done it. So I know how to play endgame at the very least. And I started doing pull plan PowerPoints in 3.1 to help others maybe plan their pulls too, because pulling in this game is, you really do it. If you don't plan, it really punishes you for it. If you're very impulsive, if you're 100% YOLO and you're like, I'm just gonna pull on whoever sparks joy or whatever, you're not gonna have a good time. It's gonna be miserable for you if you give a shit about not even like end game, but even near end game. Like, you're not gonna have a great time. But yeah. Let me see here. I mean, that worked for me. That's great. Doesn't work for most people. Let me see. Or unless you get super, super lucky and all the characters that spark joy go into a team together and everyone, like, works well. I mean, like hey, if you luck out, that's totally fine. But again, I'm very much a waifu over meta puller, 100%. But for HSR specifically, you need to at least know how the character you like plays and what their team looks like. It's very much not like Genshin, where, like, you can at least with enough technique you could substitute 4 stars in. You could mess with your artifact builds and stuff like that to pull off something really fucking weird. Less more so now than in the past, but it's not like Genshin in that where you can just kind of, like, cobble shit together and still do well in, like, near endgame stuff. You need to at least know how your fucking teams work. But anyway. Last pull session. It wasn't too long ago. This is a pretty short break. I last pulled March 7th, I believe. Haha. I was aiming for E1 Ceridra. I got really lucky and pulled E1 S2 for some fucking reason. I got 2 of her light cone in 110 pull. I'm very lucky there, but it's also like, what the fuck? I didn't refine it though. It's still, the second light code is still level 1 in my inventory. Just in case it can ever be used, because the increase for refining it's like, I'm not gonna be doing anything with that. So I just have an extra copy just lying around. Let's talk about it real quick. I let the record show that, look, I never doubted how strong Ceridra was. I never doubted how strong she was. I deliberately skipped her in order to prioritize E6 Mighty. And E2 Finan were the initial plans. Like, so I knew that she was strong. I'm not one of those people who are copium and like, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll get a better teammate. She's not that great, etc. No, she was fucking fantastic, and I skipped her on purpose, and I don't regret it. But yeah, just in short, thinking that she wouldn't be Finan's permanent best in slot is extreme cope. But yeah, she's great if you have E2S1 Finan. She's a really nice option for an Axa depending on your team and depending on your Robin or Cyrene availability in his team. super luxury pull for Mighty. After you get Cyrene and Hyacinth, especially if you're not going for higher investment. And she's an okay option for Archer. She's alright. She's okay. She's not so great if you don't have any of the above, or if you haven't completed prior higher priority team investments, and should be treated as like the cherry on top of an otherwise complete team. So you should be if you're pulling her for Finan, go for E2S1 first. If you're pulling her for Anaxa, make sure you have your Robin or like, especially like Cyrene invested into first. If you're pulling her for Mighty, make sure you have your Hyacinth and your Cyrene first. Like, Ceredra's very, very luxury last pull. Oh yeah, she is also solid for Zila now after the Nova Flare, 100%. I did see people doing runs. I'm like, oh my fucking god, Ceredra's seeing use? That's crazy. But yeah, no, that's a good amendment. If you're a big Zila fan, I know Ceredra is like one of her best. I think Ceredra's her best in slot now after the Nova Flare, or at least she's up there. Yeah, so she's really niche, but she's very strong when utilized in her best teams, as everyone has theorized before release, and I'm happy to have her. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so this, we're just returning to the last pull session there. I'm still not investing in Elation, and you can't fucking make me. So I was planning on, if you were here for the last PowerPoint, I was fully planning on dropping the break archetype if Firefly's buffs didn't make her more flexible. I was huffing the hopium that Firefly's Nova Flare would like allow for a more flexible fourth slot and maybe give like overall break buffs, because sure, we have Rappa and Boot Hill, but when you're talking about a break team, 95% of the time we're talking about fucking Firefly. It's a Firefly archetype. So I was hoping that, hey, you know, maybe they'd tweak her in a way where she'd give like team-wide break buffs or something. You could use like a sub DPS with her or something. I didn't have my hopes up too high, but I was like, that was my condition. I was like, okay, like if she does that and makes things a bit more fun, I'll invest in her more, and if not, we're just gonna drop the archetype completely. Before last pull session, I was looking for early 4.x units to enable Finan, Mighty, and Argenti into the 4.x meta shift. Hyacinth E1 if Mighty receives no viable HP supports by her second rerun. Cyrene E0 if she ages well with Mighty and Finan near the end of 4.x. And then Dahlia and Firefly would be nice to have one day if the Nova Flare turned out to be good. So what happened? Well, 4.2 beta dropped. The Firefly's Nova Flare doubled down on her hyper carry playstyle. I wasn't too surprised. It was very cope to think they would do anything else. It was a solid note. She didn't need one. Like, E0 Firefly plays like shit, especially if you don't have Dahlia, 100%. But compared to a lot of the other hyper carries in the game right now, she didn't need one right now. But it was still solid. It gave her a lot of tweaks to the kit that made E0 less fucking miserable to play. And also, like, boosted her E2 a little bit. By which I mean a lot. Which I mean, it's good. It was always good, but I know the Nova Flare, like, helps it out as well. But, yeah. The biggest surprise, as was mentioned in chat, is that Welt is, like, good now? He left beta relatively unscathed. They nerfed a couple of things that they introduced him with, but like, he's good now. I used a Golden Companion Spirit to grab one more copy of him, so I have an E4 at the moment. As he's like one of the only units in HSR who has a good E4, and I'm actually like using him as a DPS, and it's working, and it's crazy. It's kind of insane. As per my last, I think I went into detail this during the Mighty Pull session specifically, where, one of the reasons I didn't want to pull Cyrene at the time was because I didn't have Hyacinth, and with 4.0 coming up, I didn't know for sure if I could commit RMC to Mighty's team, because if you don't have Hyacinth, you need to use RMC with, Cyrene at E0 Cyrene in order to help charge her. Still feels like shit, but, she does help. I really like the design of HMC and RMC, and even though RMC was really overtuned, I liked how they helped enable the new gimmick for the entire roster. Worse than like the main push units, obviously, but they still helped elevate existing characters and like gave you a little taste of the playstyle. So if you really liked it, you'd be like, wow, I really fucking love Break. It's awesome. I'm gonna pull Firefly. Oh, I really like having like true damage and stuff, and all this shit, and remembrance and memo sprites and stuff. That's pretty cool. You know what? I'm gonna go for Castrus's team. I liked how they did that, and I didn't think they would completely abandon that idea, and I was wrong. I was 100% wrong. EMC is in every single way a step backwards from the prior iterations. It's worse. It's worse. I was not expecting RMC strength. I wasn't expecting RMC 2, okay? But HMC and RMC's levels of versatility and fun and being able to do some stupid shit by exploiting like the mechanic at the very least. And she does not do that. Or I should say they don't do that. They really, really want Elation characters to stay with Elation characters, which isn't a big surprise because I follow leaks. All of the Elation characters kit was like, you need Elation characters. And, you know, it was to be expected that EMC would only work with Elation characters, but I didn't think they would go backwards after the past two. So I guess RMC was just so strong they needed to make EMC dog shit. Anyway, there's early leaks about Aventurine SP being the opposite, that he wants to be the only Elation on the team. But that's very early and subject to change, obviously. But that's what the current leaks are saying. But other than possibly Aventurine, Elation characters only want Elation characters on their team, and EMC is fucking useless. If you wanted to have, for the most part, if you wanted to have fun with Elation at all, fuck you, pull Yao Guang. So I'm like, sure. It bummed me out and shut down any scrap of interest I might have had in playing around with the archetype. So I'm like, okay, we're not fucking with Elation on this account. I'm not even gonna bother. And at the same time, Hyacinth gets a rerun in 4.1. 3 patches after her last rerun. And I was not expecting her to come back that fast. And she was in the first half, so there was no live stream to confirm the anniversary reruns. There was a lot of there was a heavy speculation at the time that Cyrene would get a rerun for anniversary. And I was like, okay, I was even pre-farming for Cyrene because obviously I knew that EMC wasn't going to work out. I was pre-farming for her. I almost finished pre-farming for her. I knew I was going to grab a copy. And then also, not to mention, Ashvale is also in 4.1, and even though I still think his fit's kind of ugly, his English VA, who plays Lygus, if you didn't know, and also plays Pioneer in Reverse 1999, is one of my favorites. And his kit enables follow-up attacks, which is also my favorite playstyle, even though I only have the Temu version of the team, okay? I do not have the follow-up attack team. I have a follow-up attack team. I do not have the follow-up attack team. I have one member, maybe two, depending on how you count it. Yeah. He's fun, though. Now, I could have just gone for, E0 Hyacinth and gotten E0 Cyrene for anniversary worst case scenario. I could have afforded that. I even actually threw 40 pulls at Hyacinth just to see if anything funny happened. It didn't. But at this point I was feeling kind of disillusioned. Committing to Hyacinth meant committing to Cyrene, which meant eventually committing to E1 Hyacinth for Mighty specifically, because that's it gives them a very nice boost. And it was still only 4.1. So we're in 4.2, and obviously there's no Cyrene rerun. But even if I knew that ahead of time, I wouldn't have gotten Hyacinth anyway. I wouldn't have committed to it. It felt way too early to commit 3 cost in advance to characters from the previous version that are so heavily tied to each other's performance. So we play 4.1 on stream. Ashvale Aura farms for exactly 37 seconds, and I cave because I'm fucking weak, and I lose a 50-50 in front of chat, and as we're raiding out, it's fine, it's literally fine, it's fine, I don't care, it's fine. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. As much fun as it is to wheelchair Argenti's corpse around Weekend at Bernie's style, I need a third team. I've got E6 Finan, I've got E6 Mighty, I've got E1 Archer, I have E0 Argenti, and now I have E4 Welt. There is a lot of overlap in supports needed there, meaning one team always suffers by not having, their supports. Doubly so, considering that there's been, a steady increase in anti-crit debuffs in AA. So, there's usually at least one fucking night stage or the king stage. It's if you have a crit team, go fuck yourself. And it's a struggle. I don't have Dot And as I mentioned, I'm not touching Elation at all, but I do have Firefly. So I changed my mind pretty early on. E0 Dahlia became part of the plan to try and get my break team up and running again. I've got Firefly already, I've got Fugue, I've got Ron May, I've got Cypher's Light Cone. I just needed one more cost and I'd have like another team I could run at least for a little, for a little while more. So getting... Elation is still a crit team anyway, for sure, but usually there's also the shilling itself in this period helps Elation a lot, whether it's boss mechanics, whether it's the buffs that you get. Like, Elation is still technically a crit team, but Elation can still maneuver around it right now. Yeah, E0 Dahlia wasn't a huge issue. The real issue was I lost my 50-50. And was using my guarantee on Ashvale worth the opportunity cost of not getting E1, possibly E2 Firefly. And, you know, as my good friend Span would say, give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, so we're not doing that. We're not gonna do that. No, it's okay. No, the volume didn't work. We're not gonna do that. I spanned because I knew that you were gonna be here. I knew you were gonna be here. Thank you. Not really. Not really. So... unfortunately, I decided to not do that, even though I had like a mini freak out in the HSR chat. I'm like, hey, can I pull this off? Can I pull this off? Can I pull it? No. Not without swiping, and I'm not fucking swiping in this game anymore. So, unfortunately, I decided against it. And 07's in chat. Bye, idiot. But, you know, it's, like, unless I was committing to the new, like, leaked Ashvale Blade Adventurine team, the answer was no, obviously. So, but, like, don't worry. Like, you've seen me with Argenti. You've seen me puppet around his corpse. If Ashvale sparked that much joy, I would have grabbed him, grabbed his light cone, and committed to the whole upcoming team. That would have been even a better decision. Like, no questions asked. But, like, I can wait. It's fine. And it'll give me the chance to save up for his light cone as well. Like, just waiting a little bit. Wait, hang on. Give me a second. This sounds familiar. Haven't I pulled for E0 S1 units for fun before? Wait, haven't I done that twice before, actually? Yeah, so we're going for the new Temu follow-up attack team. Pro Max. A trio of E0 S1 follow-up attackers. This team is dog shit. They're useless for my account, but they're pretty neat anyway. Are they clearing endgame? Fuck no! But they're fun, and I love them, and I think they're great. Yeah, so we're shelving our dearest La Mancha for the future, potentially. But depending on how things work out. Let's see how it goes. I don't know why I enjoy this archetype so much, but also dislike the majority of units who are best in slot in follow-up attack. Like, I'm not pulling Face Shout. I'm not pulling Aventurine. What's the fucking point? What do you mean, you fucking fake-ass follow-up attack fan? Anyway. So, the plan for today is E0 Dahlia, and then dumping the rest of my pulls into Firefly's banner until E2 or the banner's over, whichever comes first. I think the calcs say that there's a 60% chance we can grab E2 today based on the funds that I've got. And if we don't, I'll just keep pushing off stream. And I'm not going to be heartbroken if we don't get E2, because I'd be able to like hold the guarantee for another banner. It's not the biggest deal. After that, we're holding through 4.3. Blade looks really fucking fun and cool, even though it's still V1 of beta right now. But he's not someone I'm planning on going for. And unfortunately, Aventurine is a filthy capitalist. I mean, rumored solo elation main DPS. So that's a no-go for me. And this is after 4.3 is where we reach what I've been calling the Himiko SP event horizon. Because anything I do from this point on entirely depends on whether or not I like her. Like, I need to see the fit. I need to see the kit. I know leaks have said that she's erudition. That's a point in her favor because that's my favorite fucking path. So we're gonna see how that goes. But I need to wait for 4.4 beta to see what she looks like. Before I make any other concrete plans after that. Hopefully another big part, I hope her redesign is much more drastic than we've been seeing so far. Like, I want the SP to look noticeably different from the non-SP version. Don't fumble this for me, Hoyo. I swear to God. It also depends whether or not she can function without Robin SP, who's her leaked / rumored best in slot support. Because if she can at least operate well without Robin SP, I can grab Robin SP on rerun because I don't think I'm gonna have the funds for it. There's also talks that part 2 of the Fate collab will be in 4.4, but didn't the concert just happen? Didn't the concert just happen and nothing got dropped? The concert didn't happen? What concert were people going to then? I've been seeing it on my dash. There was some kind of Hoyoverse concert that went on. Maybe not. Okay, not the one we're thinking of. Not the one we're thinking of. The actual concert's tomorrow. It's in 18 hours. Got it. There's concerts like in real life. Yes. Okay. Well, I saw footage from a concert. Like a bunch of the English VAs went to like a live show. So I thought that was the concert, but that must have been something else. Okay, never mind. Concert hasn't happened yet. Concert is tomorrow. So we don't know whether or not, because speculation is because after last year's concert is when they dropped the teaser and drip marketing for the Fate collaboration. So because there's leaks that part 2 is coming up, people are speculating that after this year's concert, which is tomorrow, they're going to be dropping a teaser / drip marketing for Rin and Gilgamesh, were the leaked characters. But we don't know when they're coming. So that's the next milestone. We'll see what happens. But anyway, sorry, where was I? Yeah, so, if the, Fate collab part 2 is in 4.4, there is a chance that there's going to be another pull event for a free light cone, just like they did with Archer, which would incentivize pulls in 4.4 instead. So we have to wait for that as well. Other than that, Steven! I love Steven! Steven's a fucking cutie. I love my non-verbal autistic son. So I do want to go for him if I can, unless he's like super hyper-specialized and I can't use him at all. People are hoping that he's, Thirda, best in slot, which means that Argenti can probably benefit somehow. So fingers crossed, we'll see what happens. Leaks talk about a super mysterious, possibly abundance-based remembrance unit. So I've got a lot of hopium that maybe it's somebody with a very strong single target heal who has the Memo Sprite who can help charge up Cyrene for Mighty. Rekka, cough, maybe. Probably not, maybe. They're coded as a character from this world, though. So people are doubting it's Rekka because the code says they are a Plain Arcadia / is it Astropolis? Astropolis is the next region coming up. So they're coded as a character from here. So unless Rekka is like from here, it might not be him. So that's something I'm holding out for as well. What do we got? What else we got? Amphorius patch return. If schedule keeps up and there's no shortenings, Amphorius return patch will be in November, which is 4.6 as of right now. So I'm interested to see if they're introducing any new units or not. I'm not saying a new Chrysosaur or like a Chrysosaur SP or something, but like Amphorius, like the Chrysosaurs are basically like fucking HSR's mascots at this point. So if we're having the big rebirth patch, right, I'd be interested to see if there's a new unit coming out with it. Baby Cyrene Hopium? Baby Cyrene SP Hopium? Maybe? And then on top of that, obviously the Asheville rerun if we have the space for it. Because I can see him rerunning alongside Aventurine's release. And then, of course, E1 Don Hung is on the wish list. But he's the lowest priority of everyone. I'd really like E1, though. I would really, really like to grab E1 of Don Hung. But anyway. So far, people have been tossing around the idea of Robin SP being a sustain and being that remembrance unit. Ooh, maybe. That would make sense, especially with, like, the preview and that weird fucking entity that she was talking to. But anywho. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all I got for you. I don't have a counter or anything, because I figured the session will be pretty quick. Oh wait, hang on, chat. Look. I'm a my fighty truther, but I'm a mighty fan first and foremost, okay? Don't get it fucking twisted. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I am a mighty fan first and a shipper second. All right? He's there. He's happy to be invited. He's happy to be invited. Anyway, but yeah, I did do some testing on a private server with mighty RMC Cyrene. It feels like shit. Even with everything speed tuned properly, like, your entire rotation is based around trying to get Cyrene fucking erect before you all get wiped out. Like, that's the gameplay, and it feels like ass. I hate it. Like, with E2 Cyrene, problem goes away, obviously. With Hyacinth, problem is mitigated by quite a bit. With Hyacinth and RMC, there is no problem. But it's like, it doesn't feel like a mighty team. It doesn't, he's just kind of there. He's just kind of there while you're focusing everything to Cyrene and trying to get her live. I don't like how it feels. So, like, I don't know, hopefully, if it is a remembrance unit with a memo sprite, I hope the memo sprite can act pretty often and can help charge Cyrene at E0, because I'd mainly be pulling her for mighty. Like I'd have fun with her with an Axa and stuff like that, but it'd be mainly for my mighty. So I'm like, please, maybe, please. Oh boy. We get to see the train. Oh, okay, yeah, absolutely, Mantonio. Sorry, while I'm doing my PowerPoint, I don't read chat too much because it's scripted. And if I look at chat too much, I lose my place, and then the PowerPoint would take 20 more years to actually go through. Look, this is our room. I don't know why we have such a big ass room. We got big old monitors. We're sitting way too close to these monitors. This is my pet. His name is Complainer, and he glazes me constantly. Hang on, can I get it? No, I don't want to there we go. This is him. We have other pets, but this one's my favorite. I love him. Is the whole world inside the train? Oh, no. I was just here for the funky music. This is just like our home base. We've got like treat dispensers and shit. I don't fucking know. We got a fridge. These are the different worlds in HSR. We started here, then we went to Urillo 6, and then we went to the Luofu, which is in... Okay, we started on a space station, and then we went to a planet, and then we went to another ship, and then we went to a planet, but most of our time was in a dream world on that planet, so we weren't really on the planet. And then we went to a planet that wasn't a planet, but, like, not a planet. It was, like, a fake planet. And then we went to a planet that is a planet, but it's also made of dreams. So I think, like, you're real sick. Like, Bellabog is, like, the one just normal-ass, regular planet with, like, real shit on it in, 3 years. Which I think is very funny. I miss you, Bellabug. I miss you. But yeah, Antonio, if you have questions, I'll be happy to give you the tour and answer questions for sure. Let's do our little poll session first. That's what this whole setup is for. Not you. All right, so we have 258 polls. We're on guaranteed right now. So we're 100% walking out of here. We're ending today 100% with a copy of Dahlia and a copy of Firefly. Whether or not we get E2 Firefly is up to RNGesus. So, where are we at? Okay, we're at poll 1. So let's do 9 more polls, and then we can do 2. We got 3. We got 4. We got 5. We got 6. We got 7. If we get a 5-star, like this thing looks very unique. So you can tell. Oh, hey, Gallagher. We got 8. Gallagher, you can still sustain an endgame. I don't care what anybody says. We got 9. And then we've got 10. So the first 10 pulls on the banner into guaranteed. Okay. All right. This is 20. Oh, fuck yeah. I need more copies of this. All right. This is 30. Hi, Gallagher. This is 40. Hi, Gallagher. Oh my god. Hi, Gallagher. This is 50. Shwee! This is 60. Hi, Hook. Take mine, I have like 7 S5s of it. Oh my god. This is 70? Yeah, it's a 70. Okay, so next 10 pull should be it. Hopefully. Oh, well, that's a spoiler. Well, that's a spoiler. Well, I mean, I guess it's not a spoiler. It's guaranteed. Let me swap audio real quick. There we go. They even did exactly 80 to 87 exactly once. Holy shit. I think across Hoyoverse games, my highest was, I think, 84. I think 84 is the highest I've seen in my 5 years of playing Hoyoverse games. And I've always really liked her design. Like, I think her design's really, I like her design a lot. How is she more clothed than Sunbringer? Riddle me that. I also like how she burned the back of her dress so her tail would come out. I think it's very cute. I like her design a lot. Okay, so we're 1 pull in. We're 1 pull into a 50-50. So we'll do 9 pulls and then do 10s. And this is a 50-50. It's 2. 3. It's okay, we're not gonna talk about season 3. 4. We won't talk about season 3 right now. Oh my god. 5. 6. 7. Did you see a girl with a Gundam as a stand? Oh yeah, that's who we're pulling for. Her name's Firefly. I already have a copy of her, but I want to get 2 more. Is this 8? I think this is 8. 9. Sorry, yes, Gundam's the wrong word. Sorry, I apologize. I'm actually, I didn't know there was a difference until like a few months ago. And I know that gets on Gundam slash, what is it, Toku? Toku slash mecha fans getting them confused. Oh, is this 9? I lost count. I think this is 9. Hey, Shui! Yeah, it is 9 because we're at 179. Oh wait, no, that would have been 10 because we're at 179 and we're 1 pull in. Yeah, so we're at, yeah, that would have been 10. Okay, this is 20. Hell yeah, what the fuck? Early, let's go! Look, I don't care if we win or lose. That's fucking pull 20. That's fucking pull 20. I don't give a shit if we lose. That's free. That's pull 20. Let's fucking go! We just simply win, baby! It's just that easy. It's just that easy. Hi, Gallagher. That's, oh my god. See, you have to turn the desire sensor off, dog. You have to turn it off. Well, it would have been really funny, not gonna lie, Hi, Buster. Welcome to chat. Welt would have been very funny. Actually, considering that, I forgot to adjust this. Do I want to adjust it? Because Clara's already like E4. That's really close to E6. I don't think I really have a use for Yunli. I don't think I'd use her. And Zila is good, but her gameplay makes my eyes hurt. I can't play Zila for too long. Like, she makes my eyes hurt. I don't really need Blade either. I'd never fucking use Blade. But I think I'd prefer Blade over anybody else. Yunli is kind of Clara plus. Can you put Clara and Yunli in the same team? What copy is this? E2? That was E1. Someone brought up Welt, and I was immediately like, Welt was just brought up, and I'm like, oh wait, fuck, have I adjusted this shit yet? After that, I'm like, do I want to change anything though? I put Silverwolf back in there. I mean, I know they're both counter units, but like, I kind of want to keep Clara in there because she's almost E6. Yeah, no, I think we're keeping it like this, actually. I think this is fine. I love Fushuan. Fushuan was my very first 6-star. 5-star. Sorry, I'm Enfield pilled right now. Okay, I can't remember how many pulls after. We're just gonna toss 10s. Are you fucking me? Holy for Polly! What? 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 Oh, erudition! Ah! Sorry. Oh, my boy! Oh, my boy! Chat, no, so I need you to understand. I need you to understand. This man is my life. This man is my life. Hang on. No, for anybody who's new here, for anybody who doesn't know, I started this game for Sunday, okay? I started this game for Sunday, but you know who kept me around? You know who kept me around? Fucking, where's display capture? This guy. I have used him in every endgame. This motherfucking guy. I love this man. I love this guy. I love him. Even though we wheelchair him around. It's his corpse, bro. His corpse. We're puppeting his corpse. He had to be sub DPS. I couldn't clear otherwise. His corpse, dude. His corpse. Anyway. My knight. My beautiful, beautiful man. I know Thirdas is better. I don't give a shit. I have a framed copy of this on my desk. Because I think it's so fucking pretty. I don't care if Thirdas is better. He's keeping his light cone on. I love you so much. And your Eidolons are also dog shit. Your Eidolons are dog shit. I have been doing endgame clears within the first, like, couple of days of endgame specifically so I could fuck up Pride Win stats. But it's getting really bad. I don't think I can do it anymore. But, like, they're dog water. These don't do nothing for you. Look at the E6. Ooh, I think fucking Welt has that as a passive. What the fuck is that? What is that? Anyway, sorry. I love you. I love you so much. I love you so much. Okay. Well, that's fucking crazy. Well, that's fucking insane. Huh. That's... I love you, Argenti. I love you so much. This is 20. I wasn't counting. I freaked out. This is 30. It's guaranteed. We got E2 guaranteed, baby. 40. 50. Oh, wait, hang on. I gotta fucking... Alright. Okay. 60. 70. Ooh. Should I do singles? I'm gonna do singles because, like, E3 wouldn't help me, so I'm just gonna do singles. E3 would be a very sad lucky pull, so we're not gonna do that. There we go. Argenti! Praise the Drilla! Argenti! Argenti! Oh, that's fucking great. That's fucking awesome. Shit, do I sit on these? Because I was planning to have 0 by the end of this patch, so all my hang on, let me check my sheet. Hang on, let me check my sheet. Let me check my sheet. For anybody new here, I've got sheets. I've got sheets on sheets. I've got sheets on sheets on sheets. Yeah, because I was planning on starting 4.3 with nothing. So I'd be ending 4.3 with like 100 pulls. That would kind of tighten. I mean, like, if I sat on these, though, I'd be in a better position for 4.4.
That's concrete, baby!
Hey, thank you for the follow, Buster. Dahlia light cone? I think I was talking about this. I didn't know if, like, E1 Dahlia or S1 Dahlia was better. Or if I should just hold on to it. Is it worth the pull? I mean, it would be worth the 50-50. It'd be worth the coin toss, because either I'd get it or I'd be on guaranteed. So I wouldn't mind doing a coin flip. Your modern John Madden here, the sheet. I've gotten really lazy. I've gotten super fucking lazy. Oh, this is even P5X. I don't even play P5X anymore. I've gotten really lazy in updating these, but it's also because it's not, I am meticulous, but it's not because I'm meticulous, it's because I have a really shit fucking memory, so I forget who I'm farming for, so I needed these to remember, like, what I'm farming for at any given time, because I forget all of the time. I had a little cheat sheet that gave me a little cheat sheet as to what I was farming for every day, but I haven't updated these in a while. These are the two tabs that I keep updated. See, look, this is my Enfield pull counter. I've got like 159 pulls at Enfield, and I have 140 pulls in Wuwa, and I just got Hiyuki and I got Mornier, so I should be able to get Chisa in second half in Wuwa, and it'll be great. I don't care if Chisa's gonna get power crap. I think she's really cute and pretty and hot, and I'm gonna pull the Scissors Girl. So don't talk to me about Chisa. I know Denia would technically be better because I'd be able to complete Luke's team because I have Mornier now. But I don't care because she's super cute and I want Chisa anyway. Okay, hang on. What does it do? Let's I don't actually know what fucking I go to Pride one all the fucking time. Alright. Hang on. Where's D's nuts? Wait, am I fucking stupid? Oh, it's the. Okay, it's under. Okay, I was like, where the fuck is she? Okay, hang on. E1 applies talent super break damage multiplier provided dance partner to all ally characters, with dance partner additionally receiving a 40% boost. After dance partner uses an attack, deals an additional fixed amount of toughness reduction equal to 25% of the enemy target's max toughness, minimum of 10 points, up to 300 points. We're at ad break time. I'm just gonna roll ads while I'm looking at this. So if you get caught in ads, you're not gonna miss any pulls if I do them. I'm gonna wait till you get back before I do any pulls. I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. How's it been an hour already? What the fuck? Toughness reduction, maximum toughness, minimum 10 points up to 300 points. This effect can only trigger once per enemy target, and the trigger count for each target resets after the enemy target receives a killing blow. After dance partner uses an attack, deals an additional fixed amount of toughness reduction equal to 25%, max toughness, minimum 10 points up to 300, can only trigger once per enemy target. Trigger count for each target resets after the end. Okay. 100% potential break damage for dance partner, 60% for the rest. And then what does her S1 do? Increases wearer's break effect by 60%. When entering combat, increases break damage dealt by the wearer and another teammate who trigger combat by 32%. No other teammate who trigger combat applies this effect to the wearer, and the teammate with the highest break effect. Effects of the same type cannot be stacked. When the wearer applies weakness to an enemy target, recovers 1 skill point. This effect can only trigger once, and trigger count resets when using ultimate. I mean, like, I have E2 Firefly, though, so the skill point thing isn't going to be, like, that's really good. But if I'm primarily using her with E2 Firefly, the skill point thing shouldn't be an issue. I think I got her E1, breaking a unit, Dahlia, nor break far. Break to teammates only on the battle pass, Harmony, Light Cone, and other sources. Interesting. So what are you guys saying it's S1? Sorry, which one's the rear multiplier? It's the one on S1. Okay. Break effect. Increases break damage. Light Cone is better than E1. Oh, yeah, break damage multiplier. Otherwise, for Harmony, oh, it says it right here. Or Fugue Z4. Covers 1 skill point once per ultimate. Can be used for easier for skill point hungry for allowing her to use skill more often for toughness reduction. Okay. Is that like the, is that still the best choice if my team looks like this? Hang on. Motherfucker. Oh, I don't need to do no spark. Oh, wait, who the fuck? Why is my team all messed up? Yeah, so if my team looks like this.
How will you rebel against fate this time?
She's so cute. I'm sorry. I think she's really pretty. Fugue is E0. E0, I don't have anything else. She's E0, Firefly's E2 now. Ranmei is E1, but I know that she gets flexed out depending on the content. You got Lingsha? I do not have Lingsha. Welcome back, everybody. We're just talking about whether to do the coin flip for Dahlia E1 or Dahlia S1. E2 Firefly, I'd say E1 is better than S1. Personal recommendation would be skim out on both because E2 Firefly is already insane powerhouse, so she doesn't need Dahlia E1 S1 to clear, and it'd give you some leeway for Ashvale reruns future units if you're planning to go for them. Okay. Yeah, okay. So the increase given by like E1 or S1 span you don't think would be worth it, considering I have E2 Firefly now? You're with span? Whatever's a stainless, Gallagher's say take a fugue isn't a real unit without E1. Really? But doesn't the additional like the exo toughness bar give E2 Firefly more chances to reset? I don't have a super, I'm not a theory crafter. I'm not super knowledgeable in the game. But like I thought her exo toughness like gave E2 Firefly more chances to reset. I disagree that it's not a big step up, but you don't need it. Hi, Scotty! It does. I'm just really petty behind her weakness break efficiency being locked. Oh, yeah, no, that's fair. Hang on, I'm going into the wild internet here. Give me 1 second. There was an infographic, investment priority, that actually, like, gave numbers and shit. I didn't say it's not a big step up, but 6-cost Firefly can zero-cycle fire-resistant King stage, which is meant to shill elation. I feel like the pulls would be better used elsewhere. Oh yeah, sorry, just to defend Midnight here, I don't think Midnight was saying that against you. I think I said it wasn't a huge enough increase or something. So I think Midnight was replying to me. Swap out E2 Firefly for Rappa. I would if I liked Rappa that much. Like I'm if you weren't here, but I'm very much a waifu over meta player. So if I really like Boot Hill or Firefly, I would absolutely go for them. But they're not really. 26% increase. Firefly 75% plus increase. Dahlia Sigfire. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think the right call here is to hang on to the pulls. I think the right, and like I would like Dahlia's sake. What I'm gonna do is just. Especially after the big old PowerPoint I just did, like, I have a lot of things I could be pulling for, so I think hanging on to is a good idea. So I think would be nice to have one day S1 Dahlia. And I think we're going to leave it at that. I think we're going to leave it at that for now.